A single voice begins to sing in the dark. No instruments, no rhythm, just one trembling line. You can break the buildings, but you can't break our song. The screen fades to black. Then a question cuts through. Why is Jamaica singing? When everything around us is broken, hold that thought, because the answer is bigger than comfort, bigger than culture, even bigger than music itself. And before this video ends, you will see why scientists, healers, and survivors all agree. Music may be Jamaica's most powerful tool after a disaster. But let's start where the pain began. A nation that refused to go silent. Hurricane Melissa was the strongest Atlantic storm in recent memory. 45 people died, and there are still reports of missing persons. Over 200,000 homes were damaged or destroyed. Roads ripped apart, farms lost, businesses collapsed. Entire towns are bruised and heartbroken. And yet, hours after the wind settled, some did something unexpected. New songs, raw, shaky, emotional, began pouring across WhatsApp and social media. Before the first full relief teams reached deep rural areas, the music reached them first. Why does a country sing when it's hurting? There's a reason, one that's written in both our culture and in the wiring of the brain itself. Every major disaster has aftershocks, but among Jamaica's first aftershocks wasn't physical, it was musical. Some began recording themselves, writing lyrics, and using their phones to record, "We rise, we build. Jamaica strong, you can't break your soul." These weren't hits, these weren't polished, these were testimonies. Survivors didn't wait for studios or funding. They created the first national healing wave from nothing but pain, faith, and instinct. And that word, instinct, is important, because music isn't a hobby during a crisis, it's psychological first aid. It's how the brain tries to survive the shock. We are going deeper. But before we do, here's something to keep in mind. The brain on trauma cannot tell a story, but music can. We will explain why in a moment. When Melissa hit, every survivor's brain fired the same alarm. The limbic system, the 5-bell danger zone, took control. It shut down the thinking brain. Stress chemicals flooded the body. This is why so many survivors say, "I don't know how to talk about it. I can't find the words." Music steps in exactly where language fails. Here's what science shows. Music releases dopamine, the brain's natural feel-better signal. Music lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps the body stuck in fear. Music slows the heart, pulling the body back from panic. Music helps rebuild broken emotional pathways through neuroplasticity. But here's the most important part. When trauma scrambles memory into fragments, music helps stitch the pieces back together, safely, gently, and without forcing the survivors to talk before they are ready. There is one Jamaican rhythm that's almost biologically built for healing. Let's go there. Why Jamaican music is a perfect healing tool. Reggae, the regulator. The one-drop rhythm mirrors a steady heartbeat. Its tempo naturally calms the nervous system. This isn't opinion. This is documented neuroscience. Reggae regulates what trauma disorganizes. Dancehall, the release. Trauma gets trapped in the body. People freeze, get numb, feel stuck. But on a dance floor, even for one song, that frozen energy melts. Movement becomes therapy. And people who feel powerless regain control of their bodies. Gospel, the comfort. In a nation grounded in faith, gospel doesn't just give hope, it gives meaning. A storm is not the end of the story. Gospel reframes suffering in a way the heart can understand. It offers peace when nothing else makes sense. Gospel heals the soul. But here's the surprise. Jamaica is not alone. Other nations learned the same lesson in the ruins of their own disasters. New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. Jazz funerals returned while the streets were still muddy. Music became a declaration. We are still here. Haiti after the 2010 earthquake. Before buildings rose, culture rose. Songs became therapies for millions. Japan after the 2011 tsunami. In shelters where silence felt suffocating, art and music helped rebuild the community. The pattern is clear. Every nation heals through its culture, and Jamaica's culture is made of rhythm. And that leads us to Jamaica's global response. The government's 5-city concert series, Kingston, London, New York, Toronto, and Miami, isn't just fundraising, it's neurological medicine for the entire country. Literally, crowds match breathing, the brainwaves of musicians and their audiences align. Hope spreads like electricity. And for the diaspora, hurting, anxious, feeling helpless, these concerts are a release valve, a chance to act. But the most important healing doesn't happen on stage. It happens in the homes where people are still trembling, still rebuilding, still scared. So, what can one person do? Right now, a survival toolkit. Nothing fancy, no cost, no electricity required. If you feel anxious, listen to slow reggae, 60 to 80 beats per minute. Your heartbeat will match the rhythm. Your body will calm itself. If you feel sad or numb, create a grief playlist. Let the music release the tears you've been holding back. This is healthy. This is healing. If you feel angry, play something intense. Dancehall, drumming, anything with power. Group singing lowers stress and builds connection. If you feel hopeless, write one line, just one, that gives you strength, then sing it, repeat it. A new Jamaica rising through sound. Look at the lyrics being written. Look at the concerts being planned across oceans. Look at families singing by candlelight. Look at children humming to stay calm. The storm broke buildings, but it could not break the music. Bonus facts. Fact 1. Singing is one of the fastest ways to stabilize breathing during panic. Fact 2. Humming can lower stress hormones in under 2 minutes. Fact 3. Slow drumming can synchronize a whole group's heartbeat. Fact 4. Children recover faster emotionally when they create music with adults. If you want more content that helps Jamaica rebuild its mind, heart, and future, please subscribe to this channel, Impacting Jamaica.